Hi there. Today's video is on how to create an e-commerce portal using Drupal 8. Nowadays, e-commerce portal has become very popular in online business. With the help of few clicks and admin backend, you can easily create an e-commerce website. So let's start. For this, you need to install Drupal 8 into your local system. And after that, you need to go into Drupal org to download the UberCut community build module. So this is the page. From here, if you go down, you can see the zip folder which you need to copy and paste it into the modules folder in the Drupal instance. So as soon as you install this, from the extend section, you can see the list of folder called cart, country, store. So I have enabled this from before. Also, you need to enable the payment modules. So if you search with payment, you can see the payment list is showing here. So you can select whichever is convenient for your website. So right now I have checked PayPal, payment method, pack, then to checkout, and so on. Also, you need to enable the shipping module, which is also is a part of your cart module. So here you can see the shipping codes and UPS, which is showing here. Right now I have enabled the shipping codes here. So if you enable this UberCart module, you would be able to see this product content type is created. So if you go into manage fields, you can see the list of fields which are there under this product. So you need to create the product first using this content type. So let me create one content. Let me go into content and add content. Let me select the product. I'm creating some dummy contents here. So I'm giving some dummy description. The SKU ID should be unique. So I'm using any unique name. Now the price. So you give whatever the price is for this product. Give the weight. So friends, these are the fields which are created as a part of UberCut module. But if you want to have more features and fields required to add for this product content type, you can add as well. So you have to select the image. So let me select any image here. So image is uploading. You can give any text which is helpful for SEO. So finally I'm saving this. So now this product is being created here. So you can of course design this product page according to your likeliness. Okay, so using this content addition capability by the Drupal 8 CMS, you can add as many as products you want. And finally, using the views, you can create a very stunning views and display into front end. So in my previous classes, I have shown how to use the views module to create stunning views in the front section. So your basically product is ready here. And if you click on to add to cart, then it will be added to the cart. Now you can see one product is showing under this. You can increase the quantity here, and if you click on the checkout, it will go into the checkout section. And all these sections are actually editable. I'll be showing you shortly. So this is the delivery information I have selected from before. So first time it will allow you to add the address, and next time it will be saved and it will show into the drop down option. Okay, and if your this delivery information is same as a billable information, you can check this, otherwise you need to fill up this. And this is the shipping rate which you can set from the backend. I'll be showing it shortly. There are two payment gateways which I have configured from the backend. I'll be showing that as well. Right now I'm selecting cash on delivery and some comments here. So I'm going to review the order. It's taking some time in my local system. So my cart review is showing the detail, and the shipping rate has been added as a subtotal. Now I'm going to submit the order. So this is, since a cash on delivery, it is not going into any payment gateway. So finally your order is completed. So let me show you some configurations for this e-commerce. So for this you need to go into a store. So it's taking some time. So now the first option in the left hand side, you can see the view orders. So if you click onto the view orders, you can see the list of orders. Just right now I have given an order. So if you click on the view, it will show you all the components under the order section. Here you can see this is the address which the customer has given. So if you are checking this as an admin, you can see all these options, and if you want to add this as completed, you can do that from here. You can add some comments and you can update that. So this is since cash on delivery, there is no way to know that if the payment is done. So once your payment is done, then you can update that from here. But for any payments which is being done online through credit card or in some other payment gateway, it will automatically show here completed. Okay, so if you click on payments, you can see the list of amounts which are being credited here. So right now it's showing here what is the total amount of business you did, and this is the invoice for this order. Okay, and if you want to mail this invoice to the customer, you need to click on this mail invoice, and you can select the email address for the recipients and you can send it to the customer. So this is related to the order. Let me go back to the store to show you some other configurations. So these are the important configurations like store. So you need to update the store name, whatever it is, and then email address, phone number for your store, and then store address, currency format, whichever is applicable to your country. Then weight format, you can check the pounds, a kilogram, and so on. Length format, it is now right now it is inches. You can add centimeters and other units. Now display settings, if your billing address need to be listed, then you need to select this. Okay, now let me go back to the store to show you some other configurations. This is cart. So most of these configurations you don't need to update apart from the store some addresses here. So let it like be there. This is the URL for the cart. You can change it to some other names, whichever is flexible or seems very convenient to you or your customer. This is the lifetime for the cart. So for example, if you want to maintain longer period of time for the cart durations, you can put it from here. So if you want to display the continue shopping with a button and some any other styles, you can select it from here. This is the cart breadcrumb. So these are on the visual context or content changes. So I'm not going to make any changes here, and I'm going back to the store to show you some other configurations. This is the checkout. So at the first streams of pages where I was showing you by adding some cart and going into completing the enter transactions, I was showing you the several steps. So in the checkout section, if you want to disable certain options not to display, you can uncheck from here. If you don't want to show the billing information, you can unselect that and it will not show into the checking out page. So if you don't want to show the calculate shipping cost, you can also hide that. This is the payment options, it is required. And these are some anonymous checkout options you can check from here. Okay, and if you want to use the same address for billing and delivery by default, you can check that as well. The payment methods and the completion message, here there are some custom message area which you can update for your customers. For example, for the existing customers, you can add whatever you want. Okay, this is the token name which you can use, so it will automatically take from the store name which you have saved. Okay, and you can add as many as text which is applicable and relevant to your website or store. Okay, so these are pretty much straightforward where you can update your checkout context sentences. Now here countries and addresses which you can set. This is the order. In the order sections, if you want to display some more fields, you can do that from here. And if you want to add more status, you can add, or you can remove it from here as well. Okay, so these are most of the cases are not required to change if you don't have heavy customizations. Payment method is one of the important which you need to update. I have added few payment options here from before, but if you want to add more, you need to select from here and click on to this add payment method button. In the PayPal options, let me edit to show you how to configure this payment gateway. So for PayPal, you need to have an valid email address in which the payment will go. Okay, for this you need to open a PayPal account, which is very easy and straightforward. You need to open a business account, and each PayPal has one unique email address, and the same email address which you need to add it here. This is the label, the whatever the labels is very relevant to your store, you need to give it here. And at first you need to check with the sandbox. For this you need to open a sandbox account, which is basically nothing but a testing account in order to test your transactions. So it is always favorable that you always check in a sandbox or testing environment that your card totals or amounts are being transacted properly and reflected. And there's a few couple of options like for example, PayPal card submission method, submit the whole order as a single line items, or if you want to itemize the order showing each product, so you can select according to your convenience here. But the most important thing is your email address. Okay, so let me go back. So if you want to select some other payment gateway, and you can update that accordingly. COD is cash on delivery. So I have for now enabled these two options here. Let me show you the shipping cost update. So you need to select, click on shipping code methods under the store, and you can add it from here. Right now I have added flat rate, but if you want to add some percentage, you can add that as well. So you need to select then and add the shipping method, and here you can select the percentage amount. Oh, I have not added, so I am saving this. So we need to give a dash in order to avoid the space in the machine name. Dash, it is not taking, so let me give an underscore. Yes, now it's done. So this way you can put the shipping cost from this section. So this is most of the options for configuring your e-commerce portal very easily. Now let me add one product to the cart. For example, if I want to buy the iPhone 11, so let me add it to cart. Let me check it out. And there are some other blocks which you can see, for example, shopping cart and the order items. If you want to enable that it using the views, you can do that always. Using the views, you have the capability to create the block and put it into anywhere into the website template. Now I'll show you selecting the credit card payment or PayPal. So there are now shipping costs, both are showing here since I have added more than one shipping method here. So if you select this option, it will it will take you to the payment gateway. This was not selected properly, so it was showing that error. So let me now review the order and check out. Now I'm going to finally submit this order. It will take me to the PayPal gateway, or I need to add my details to for this payment. It is showing this amount. Okay, so this is pretty much a straightforward. You can easily create your products, then configure your store, add the payment gateway, and just check the orders. So I hope you like this session, and if you have any queries, just send me in comment box. Thanks for watching.